Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Right now, we are right in the middle of a massive paradigm shift in the world of artificial intelligence. Honestly, we're already moving away from the era of traditional generative AI, the chatbots we've all been talking to, and we're stepping into something entirely new, the age of Agentic AI. We're literally watching the evolution from AI just thinking about our problems to AI actually doing the work for us.
To kick things off, I want you to really think about something for a second. What if AI didn't just answer your questions, but actually did your work? Like, is the AI on your computer right now just talking back to you, or is it working autonomously in the background while you focus on other things? That is the core tension we're diving into today, and it is going to completely change how we interact with technology.
Okay, let's get our bearings here with a clear definition. MIT Sloan defines agentic AI as autonomous software systems that perceive, reason, and act in digital environments to achieve goals with multi-step planning and limited supervision. The absolutely crucial words in that definition are act and limited supervision. We aren't just generating text anymore, we're actually deploying systems that pursue complex goals completely on our behalf.
All right, Section 1, Thinking versus Doing.
Think of it kind of like hiring an intern. Generative AI is like a hyper-fast search engine or a brilliant cognitive engine. Sure, it can write a poem or analyze a dataset, but it needs constant human prompts. You kind of have to hold its hand every single step of the way. Agentic AI, though, that's like hiring a highly capable intern. You just hand it a final goal, and it autonomously executes multi-step plans, uses digital tools, and basically works relentlessly until the job is completely done.
Let's say you're booking a trip. An older AI agent might just, find you a list of flights and stop right there. But an agentic AI workflow, it finds the flights, books them, moves right on to find the hotel, books that, syncs the entire itinerary directly to your calendar, and generates a shareable plan. It executes all of these steps sequentially without you ever having to jump in to keep the process moving.
There's this fantastic quote from Payman Shahidi at MIT Sloan that hits the nail on the head. He points out that the real fundamental economic promise here is reducing transaction costs. And by that, he means the sheer time and effort involved in searching, communicating, and contracting. By completely removing that cognitive friction, agentic AI fundamentally simplifies how work actually gets done. It just takes that massive burden of process completely off your shoulders.
Moving on to Section 2, How Agentic AI Works.
Now, the way this works isn't just a straight line. It's actually a continuous autonomous loop. First up is perception. The agent gathers real-time data from its environment. Second is reasoning, where the agent actually has an internal dialogue to plan its next move. Third is action. It fires up APIs and digital tools to execute that plan. And fourth is feedback, where it verifies if the action actually worked and loops back to correct itself if it didn't.
Let's make this real. Imagine organizing a conference. An agentic AI essentially talks to itself before doing anything. It thinks, okay, first I need to understand the constraints like budget and size. Then I should research available venues that match those parameters. Next, let me check the real-time availability for those venues, and finally, I'll draft and coordinate the emails to secure the booking. It explores the entire problem space in its head before taking a single external action.
And because of that deep reasoning, we can finally say goodbye to complex interfaces. Seriously, think about the software you use every day. Agent 10x systems are beginning to replace those endless tabs, drop-down menus, and sliders with simple natural language commands. You don't need to spend 3 weeks learning how to use a new SaaS platform anymore. You just tell your digital intern what you need, and it navigates the software for you. Talk about simplifying your daily work, right?
Which brings us to Section 3, Simplifying Complex Workflows.
Just look at the sheer cognitive load being lifted across all these different industries. In supply chain, agents are rerouting shipments based on live data, completely eliminating manual tracking. Marketing, they're autonomously generating campaigns, freeing teams from mind-numbing A/B testing. Cybersecurity teams are using them for 24/7 alert triage, saving literally hours of manual verification. And in healthcare, they cross-reference patient data to drastically reduce the time spent on clinical research. It's 24/7 relentless simplification of human effort. There's this awesome mini-narrative from our sources about a small business owner using a specialized FinServ LLM. Instead of drowning in spreadsheets every month, this agentic system autonomously analyzes their financial statements. Then, it cross-references public databases, generates tailored grant and loan recommendations, and actually drafts the necessary application forms and compliance reports. The entire burden of financial administration is shifted away, so the entrepreneur can actually just focus on growing their business.
And the results of automating workflows like this? They are massive. In sectors like manufacturing, agentic AI systems that collaborate across design, planning, and operations are already delivering up to a 50% increase in overall productivity.
We're seeing substantial efficiency gains across the board. Double-digit metrics are becoming the norm, not the exception. But, and this is a really vital reminder from our sources at MIT Sloan, just because an agentic AI reclaims 20 or 40% of someone's day, that doesn't automatically equal pure labor cost savings. Instead, it means an immense amount of time is being reclaimed for higher-level strategic thinking, the stuff machines simply can't do.
So, let's talk about us. Section 4, the human element.
Now, it's not all magic. We have to consider the very real risk of what's called jaggedness. Jagged intelligence means an AI might be highly capable in, say, complex reasoning and real-time data analysis, but then it unexpectedly fails at a really simple, intuitive human task. And because these systems chain multiple steps together, a failure on one simple task can completely derail the entire workflow. This is exactly why blind trust is super dangerous and why your human oversight remains absolutely critical.
What we're actually looking at is a powerful new kind of human-AI collaboration. Our role in the workplace is elevating. We are shifting from being the doers of all these repetitive tasks to the directors of autonomous systems. We provide the strategic vision. We set the goals. We bring the emotional intelligence, and we make sure compliance and ethical boundaries are maintained. The AI does the heavy lifting to generate possibilities and execute the tedious steps, but the human is the one who expertly curates those options and directs the entire show.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one last provocative question. As AI graduates from being a mere conversationalist to a highly capable, autonomous worker, what complex workflow are you going to delegate first? Seriously, think about your own daily tasks and imagine handing the most tedious ones off to your very own digital intern. Thanks so much for joining me, and stay curious as we navigate this amazing future of work.